Good morning, everyone. How are you guys doing today? For today's show, you guys are probably wondering, it's Thursday, and so Brian won't be live. But guess what? We are live in the studio today. So today in Korea is Jeonjeol. And Jeonjeol is a national holiday here in South Korea, aka also known as Constitution Day. And it's a day that the Korean Constitution was proclaimed back in 1948. Now, the date was chosen to match the founding date of July 17th of the Joseon Dynasty. Now, until 2007, Jeonjeol used to be a no-work public holiday, but since 2008, it changed, and you can no longer rest on this day. It is a national holiday for commemoration, though, so don't forget that. You might be sitting in your office right now, reminiscing about the old days when you're able to take off and maybe plan a one-day trip. But guess what? We're all in the workplace, even me. And if you're sad, guess what? I'm here. Everybody from What's Poppin' and Brian Ju. So don't be too sad, and we'll pump you up with the first song. This is Jay Sean with Where You Are. That was Jay Sean with Where You Are. You guys are now tuned into What's Poppin' with Brian Ju on TBS efm 101.3 in Seoul and its surrounding areas, GFN 98.7 in Gwangju, and 93.7 in Yeosu. Now, a couple of things. Of course, we're live today, so you can get in contact with us by texting us at #1013, but you will be charged 51. Hit us up on Kakao Talk, but to do that, you have to add TBS EFM as a plus friend. Also, if you haven't already, please add us on Twitter. Follow us and tweet us away at TBS What's Poppin'. And once again, we're live today, so give us a call at 02-778-1013. Also, if you have a longer message you want to send us, the email address is efmpoppin@gmail.com. And if you're interested in our playlist, come check it out at our website, which is tbsefm.soul.kr/EFM/What's Poppin'. But from now, a word from our sponsors, which are 혜택 강원 평창수, Hyundai Motors Company, LG U+, and Dongsa Foods. Alrighty, welcome back, y'all. And y'all know what time it is? Yes, you guessed it right. It's time for today's pick. Now, on your way to work, did you guys see any national Korean flags put up in front of people's homes or their terraces? Now, the reason for this is you guys see flags put up is because, as I already told you in the opening, it's Jeonjeol here in Korea. Now, Koreans put up their national Korean flags because it's a way of celebrating the national holiday here in South Korea. Now, there are 5 national holidays which we call 5대 국경일 in Korean. And those are, of course, today, Jeonjeol. And then we have 3.1, which stands for March 1st. 광복절, which is August 15th. 개천절, October 3rd. And 한글날, which is October 9th. Now, other than 5대 국경일, there's also 현충일 to put up your flags to celebrate. Now, if you're interested in any other national holidays, look them up online because all the information is there. Now, let me tell you guys how to put up a national Korean flag here in South Korea if you're living here right now. If you're living in a house, you have to make sure that the flag is on the left side of your front door when you look at it from the outside of the house. And also, a regular building, the flag also has to be on the left side from looking outside or the top of the gate or the actual building. Yes, earlier I was talking about 3.1 절, which means 3일절. Yes, not 3.1, but in English, of course, it's 3.1. Stands for March 1st. Now, on top of that, if you're putting up flags on your car or vehicle, it also has to be on the left side of the car, looking from the front of the car, but only for 현충일, since it's a day to show condolences, and there's a different way of putting up the flag, of course. Now, on 현충일, the flag has to be placed lower on the flagpole than the other times, the same distance as the height of the flag. So be aware of that and keep that information in mind. Now, since we talked about putting up flags, the Korean flags, we have a perfect song for you guys. But we also want to update you guys. Today, it's supposedly supposed to rain today. So if it does rain, technically you don't have to put up flags. But if you're able to, much love to you. But if it does rain, you guys can actually put the flags down because you don't want your flags to get all wet and everything. But either way, we have the perfect song because we're talking about flags and national holidays. This is my man Kanan with Waving Flag. That was once again Kanan singing Waving Flag. Now, Waving Flag is a song by Somali-Canadian artist Kanan from his album Troubadour. Now, the song was originally written for Somalia and aspirations of its people for freedom. Now, after his previous singles, ABCs and Bang Bang, which were minor hits, the original version of Waving Flag was a hit in Canada and reached number 2 on the Canadian Hot 100 as the 3rd official single from the album. And like his popularity, of course, the track has many different versions. after a devastating earthquake in Haiti in 2010. There's a remake of the song by an ad hoc supergroup of Canadian artists. Now, the remake version became a charity single in Canada, of course, reaching number 1 on the Canadian Hot 100 in its own right. Now, the song became a truly global hit when it was chosen as a Coca-Cola's promotional anthem for the 2010 FIFA World Cup hosted by South Africa. Now, this amended international versions with additional lyrics reaching the top 10 in more than 20 different charts around the world. Yes, it's an amazing song. Like I said, if you have a chance to check out all the songs, they should be online. And different languages, of course, we have Spanish. We have remixes from the Spanish version actually featuring David Bisbal. It became very popular. And then also you have a version with will.i.am and David Guetta as well. It was targeted for international markets, and it just blew up all over the world. So if you have a chance to, go check it out. Right now, we're going to go in some Twitter comments because we're blowing up. We're live today, of course. Now, Brian Drew Canada simply wrote, "Good morning, B. Happy Thursday." Well, thank you so much, Brian Drew Canada. I hope you guys have a wonderful day as well. I know it's probably the evening on your side of the planet. Winnie Brian B wrote, "My request, Beautiful Times, featuring Lindsay Sterling by Owl City. Have a beautiful day, everyone." We'll check it out. We'll see if we can play it for you. Obviously not in the second half, but we'll play it for you hopefully within the next 9 minutes. Ebony just wrote, "Hi, Brian. I just want to say welcome to the awesome Elmo. I'm excited to listen to him on Thursday's show, so welcome, Elmo." Well, there you go. Elmo will be here today, of course, and I'm pretty sure he's excited because all you guys are, sending him all these greeting messages. It means a lot to everybody on radio, in the radio world, that you guys send these encouraging messages. It kind of uplifts us and pumps us up to start our day. Sherina Chong wrote, "Greeting from rainy morning Singapore, but still feel great as I have Brian G Music TBS What's Poppin' live show to start my day. Have a great day, B." Well, thank you, Serena, for tuning in every day. With that said, we're going to move on to the next song. And the next song is by a beautiful artist, of course. And if y'all don't know about this artist, y'all need to check her out. The song is called Switch by an artist named Jasmine Sullivan. Like I said, that was Jasmine Sullivan singing Switch. Now, the track is included in Jasmine's debut album, Fearless, which was released in September of 2008. Now, the album debuted at number 6 on the U.S. Billboard 200 chart, selling 65,000 copies in its first week, and also produced 4 singles that attained reputable charting on Billboard's Hot 100 chart. Upon its release, Fearless received generally positive reviews from most critics. They complimented its production and Sullivan's voice, saying she sounds a lot like Alicia Keys and Lauryn Hill. Alrighty, moving on, we have the last song for the first half of our show. But before we get into that, we have more Twitter comments. We're blowing up today. We have another message for Elmo. Maliana wrote, Elmo's new nickname is going to be Tickle Me. LOL, still miss Johnny Flo. I'm pretty sure if Johnny's tuning in right now, he's going to thank you guys. He'll probably message you later on because, he loves doing his all SNS stuff. Also, Miro just wrote, 오늘 엘모, 네, 매력 있어요. 2부 기대됩니다. 감사합니다. 네, today we are having Elmo, for those of you who don't know, in the studio to talk about hip-hop music. Yes, and you guys can find out exactly what style of music that he's into. And also, even if you're into the same thing, he's going to educate y'all on some of the songs that are out that we didn't know about the background, information for the songs. Also, let's see, we have one from 신장 떨리는 대표이사 응화백. Well, that's a long name for Twitter. And she just wrote, "Good morning." Well, thank you very much. That means a lot to us that you are wishing us a good morning here. But with no further ado, moving on to the last song. The last song is by an artist named, of course y'all know this girl, Nicki Minaj, with the song Right By My Side. Now, like Jasmine Sullivan, Nicki Minaj is also a distinguished artist herself. Her rapping is distinctive for its fast flow and use of alter egos and accents. So y'all check it out. This song is actually compared to several other songs, including Jordan Sparks' No Air, which has a featuring artist who's also featuring on this song as well. And we're talking about Mr. Chris Brown, and also Rihanna's You the One, and Nicki's own track, Right Through Me. So y'all be the judge. This is Nicki Minaj with Right By My Side featuring Chris Brown. Welcome back to the second half of What's Poppin'. Today we have, of course, our Thursday segment called Check the Rhyme with my man Elmo, who's going to be here shortly to introduce us about some great hip-hop tracks that y'all don't want to miss out on. Of course, I'm excited as well because we're live today, and I'm pretty sure Elmo's going to be really overwhelmed and nervous because it's his first live show. Second time on the show, but live already. Man, he's making it big in the business. But right now we have a word from our sponsors, which are Korean Airlines, LGU+, Hwanin Pharmaceutical, and Haetaek Gangwon Pyeongchangsu. Alrighty, y'all know what time it is. It's time for Check the Rhyme. And guess who is in the studio? We got our man, Elmo.
Yo, what's up? Elmo, a.k.a. DJ Tickles. What's going on?
Yes. I think that was Ebony, who said that earlier on Twitter. She said that your new nickname is going to be Tickle Me.
Tickle Me?
Yes.
I'll take it.
Whatever the fans want, As long as it's positive. If she comes up with some crazy name, you can't, of course, say it on air. But yeah, Tickle Me, that's all good.
I actually came up with an AK for you.
What's my AKA?
I was thinking about this last night. And,
wow, you were thinking about me last night. It's kind of creepy and cool at the same time.
DJ, not DJ, The Juice. What do you think of that? The Juice. Because your last name is Jew, so I just added this at the end, so Juice.
Juice.
It means respect. It means, liquid goodness.
Like I said, you thought about that last night, so I'm going to pretend I didn't hear that. But we'll talk about it more when the song's out.
I'm sorry, man.
But yes, y'all, for those of you tuning in right now, Johnny Flo has left the studio. He is actually in the States at this very moment, hopefully tuning in. But we have our new Thursday go-to guy, of course, Elmo, who's going to be talking about some hip-hop tracks.
Yeah, that's right.
Last week, how was last week? We didn't talk about that, but how'd you feel last week? It was your first day.
Yeah, last week was good. It was just sort of like I had to get the first one out of the way, but I was super nervous. I was super nervous. I was shaky. I had about 3 coffees in the morning, and I was just like...
you literally look like me when I first auditioned for the record labels here in South Korea back in high school. You know that, oh no, what am I going to do? What should I say? How should I approach these people? That's what he kind of looked like last week.
Yeah, I was just that innocent, no experience kind of guy that... but now I'm here. It's my second time, and I'm happy to be here. Korea, worldwide, What's Poppin' fans, Brian Ju. Happy to be here, and thank you for having me.
Well, we have a question here on Twitter by Maliana, and she wants to know, what is your Twitter ID, if you have one?
My Twitter ID is Dragon Beats.
So at
Dragon
Beats.
Beats with a Z.
Okay, it's just like me, music with a Z.
Yeah.
All right.
So, yeah.
Okay, of course.
That's, my, Double Dragon is my production, hip-hop production team name. So, Dragon Beats, we make beats.
All right, for those of you who forgot that, I'll tweet it later, too, after the show. But it is at Dragon Beats with a Z at the end, not an S. There you go. So you can start following Elmo, asking questions about hip-hop tracks. Last week, he talked about producers and productions of the track. Now, what's going on today? What you bring with you today?
Today, I brought a segment theme talking about love and relationship realities.
Okay.
So basically, hip-hop is about keeping it real.
Mm-hmm.
And, a lot of songs out there are about, these really deep love ballads like Hold Me, Love Me, Kiss Me Tenderly, and I'm down on bended knee, crying.
Wow, this is perfect, because last week we asked you to sing and you got nervous. But you're actually just singing without even noticing that you're doing it on air.
Oh, I am singing.
You just set yourself up.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
It's a one note, man. I got one note.
Yes.
But today, basically, I just want to talk about keeping it all the way real love songs. Basically, not talking about all that deep, like sultry ballady stuff, but more talking about real issues. And
are you not into that kind of stuff, or
you know what? I was when I was a kid, but
and reality kicked in.
Reality kicked in. You
Yes.
know, you go through puberty, and you realize, man,
it's not all about chocolates and roses and red, violets and blue. You realize sometimes you wake up, you got some morning breath. That's what real love is right there.
Exactly.
You gotta overcome the morning breath. Sometimes you walk in the bathroom after your spouse used the bathroom, be like, dang it, what come out of you? It's stankin' here. That's real love right there.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm lost, man. I've never experienced that before.
Oh, you never experienced the bathroom situation?
No, I don't think
I remember a long time ago, my friend, he called me and he was like, dude, I can't be with my girlfriend. I was like, why not? He goes, I used the bathroom after she used it, and I swear the bathroom smelled funky. I was like, well, that's what usually happens if she used the bathroom for a number 2. That's natural. He goes,
Girls
no.
go number 2?
That's what I used to tell myself. I used to be like, girls, they don't go to the bathroom. If they have to urinate, it just evaporates in thin air. Or if they have to go number 2, it's like petals of roses being sprayed into the room. But, you know, reality kicks in. You get older, like you said. You reach puberty. You actually start dating girls. And then you're like, oh my gosh, we are all only human. And that's the truth.
Exactly.
Oh my gosh, what is this? We have so many messages popping in right now. We have text messages. 3003-3003 just wrote 힙합 시청곡을 안 봤나요? Joey Bada $signs 곡 듣고 싶어요. Well, unfortunately, today we're not taking a request, y'all. We're going to teach y'all about some hip-hop tracks. But thank you for all the messages. We're blowing up. We have a lot of text messages today. This is way more than, what's it called? Back in the day. 0735 just wrote, Brian, you like a rapper. I didn't even rap today. How am I like a rapper? Anyways, 6693 said, have an awesome day. And I'm pretty sure me and Elmo, we're going to try our best to have an awesome day. But
you know,
unfortunately,
I think people are loving hip-hop these days.
Oh, of course. Koreans love hip-hop.
Yeah, like if you look on the charts right now, like 5 out of the top 10 are rap.
And is that in Korea alone or like the overseas charts as well?
I'm just talking about Korea.
Oh.
So, yeah, people are loving it, and that makes me happy.
That makes me happy as well. Yeah. Because I loved hip-hop growing up. But you are talking about the reality of love and relationships right now.
Yeah, so keeping it real. The first song that I want to talk about is Far Side, Passing Me By.
Ooh, that's a good track.
And that comes from the album Bizarre Ride to the Far Side. Came out in 1993, and this is a hip-hop classic.
And I'm pretty sure a lot of the people tuning in right now, they're probably born in like 95, 96, 97. Y'all don't know about no Far Side. This is a great track.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, and basically what this song talks about is that crush that got away. And I don't know, I'm sure any guy out there that has had a crush on a girl and just didn't have enough courage to say what you wanted to say, this song is for you.
Yeah, y'all need to man up, man. Stop being in a little dark corner and be like, man, I have feelings for her. I want to say I love you. I want to take her out on a date, buy her some flowers. Don't say it. You know, you got to be it. You got to do something about it. Because later on, you're going to regret the fact that she dates your boy. That would suck, too. If you end up dating your friend or something, the girl dates the friend, and you got to see the girl either way because of your friend.
Yeah.
Oh, that would crush your heart.
Has that happened to you before?
Has had happened to me. The worst part was it wasn't a friend.
Oh.
It was my brother.
What?
So I had a crush on this girl. We were going to the same youth group meeting back in the States.
Uh-huh.
And I'll even say her name. I'm going to drop her name right now. Her name was Saram Park. Yes.
Come on, Saram.
Yes. Now she's married.
Oh.
She's in Las Vegas right now, married and everything.
Brother, though, right?
Not to my brother. My brother's married to a wonderful woman, my Hyungsunim, who I love.
Uh-huh.
But it was funny because I would always tell my brother things. Like, yo, I love Saram, man. I think I'm in love with her. She's beautiful. She's cute. She makes me laugh. We get along well. And also I was like, yeah, she's a cool girl. And all this time, I didn't know my brother had a crush on her as well. And at the same time, she was crushing on my brother.
What?
So like 2 weeks later, I go to church, and I see these two holding hands.
No, she didn't.
What just happened?
No, she didn't.
Oh my gosh. But I can't blame her. It's not like she led me on or anything.
Right.
It was like me being that little kid. You know, I was in, 6th grade, 7th grade.
Uh-huh.
You know, I didn't know about love. I just had a little crush on her, thinking that she was the one I was going to marry back in the day. But, yeah, that's what you go through in life. And once a friend or a family member takes the girl that you love, it's too late, y'all. So you got to, be a man. Step up your game.
Man up. I actually have a similar story. When I was in grade 2, I'll drop my girl's name. Her name was Melissa Smith.
Oh my gosh, I know a friend named Melissa Smith, but I didn't have a crush on her. But
oh,
okay.
Well, I had this crush on Melissa Smith, and she was, the whole time I couldn't sleep, I couldn't eat, and I would just act really weird whenever she was around. Like I would push her and pinch her. It's great too, man. So
it's what Korean kids do too. They kind of like what do you call it? In Korea they say 괴롭혀. You try to show attention to the girl you're interested in.
Right.
Okay.
And one time I really stepped over the line. I actually threw a worm at her.
Ew, dude.
Yeah, I don't know. I was a weird kid.
And you end up doing weird things to the people you like.
Yeah, exactly. But I thought about I had say, how can I confess my love to Melissa? And then I ended up writing a letter. I was like, I thought about what I was gonna write, and I thought, man, like what would lyrically be great for her to read. And I sat down and wrote this letter. It was like, roses are red, violets are blue. You're the most beautiful thing in the world, and I love you.
Wow.
I wrote that out.
How old were you?
I was in grade 2.
Grade 2?
I swear.
Wow.
And this is the first and most vivid memory that I have. So anyways, I folded the letter up really nicely, and I put it in her milk carton mailbox next recess. And then that recess I went out and played, and then I came back, and all these kids were standing around the milk carton mailbox.
Oh, they knew what you're doing.
They knew what I did, and then so I was really embarrassed. I sat down, and then at lunchtime I went to the mailbox, and there was a reply.
Ooh.
And I folded my letter really nicely.
You know what? Let's actually hear about the reply after the song. 'Cause I'm actually eager to see or find out what the girl said. But right now we have to play the song.
Okay, let's play.
And it's perfect because it's both situations, my situation and your situation. And it's because these girls that we had crushes on keep passing us by, even if we show them attention. So that's a song that you brought today, Far Side's Passing Me By.
Yep.
What a throwback track. That was the Far Side with Passing Me By. Now, earlier before the song went out, we're talking about your girlfriend, Melissa Smith. Ooh, I dropped the name again. So what happened? So you went back to your milk carton mailbox.
And then there was, like, my letter was folded really nicely, but she just kind of ripped off a piece of paper and just chucked it in there.
Ooh,
and then,
that's cold.
And I went and I opened it, and I'm like, it said, I read it, I'm like, I had you?
Because she's in grade 2, so she couldn't spell.
So I'm like,
I had you. Oh!
I was like, oh, she forgot the E. So then I'm like, man, I shouldn't have threw that worm at her. So.
Well, maybe she didn't mean to write, I hate you. She meant to say, I had you. Been there, done that. Because she knew that you had a crush on her. She's like, I've been there. He already sweats me. He's jacking me.
Maybe.
It could have been that. Maybe she put the T in there. It should have been a D.
But you know what was weird? Like 2 months later, she invited me to her birthday, and I was the only guy she invited. So what does that mean?
All right, well, at that age, I don't think she hated you.
Yeah.
But she hated the act that you did. And she probably had a little interest in you as well.
Yeah.
You had a chance. You should got married back in grade 2.
Yeah, we should have.
That would have been the weirdest situation, a young kid get married that young. But enough about our stories. We got to move on to some hip-hop tracks. We did listen to the Far Side's Passing Me By.
Uh-huh.
Now we're moving on to the second track, which is
50 Cent, 21 Questions.
Yes, 50 Cent.
Yeah, and this is from the album Get Rich or Die Trying. Mm-hmm. It came out in 2003, and it was his second #1 hit after his first hit in the club.
Okay.
An interesting fact about this song is Dr. Dre, who is 50 Cent's producer, did not want this song on the album because it made 50 Cent look too soft.
Oh.
Yeah. But luckily it did go on the album because it went #1, and we know and still love this song today.
Everybody's rocking this song.
Yeah,
I remember the song when it came out.
So, and what this song is about, so going back to keeping it real hip-hop love songs, this song is about a guy, or 50, who has questions for the girl he loves because he wants confirmation that she will be with him, not only through through the good times, but also the bad times. And some notable lyrics for this song are in the hook. It says, "Girl, it's easy to love me now, but would you love me if I was down and out?
True story.
Would you still have love for me? Girl, it's easy to love me now.
Yes, it is.
Would you love me if I was down and out?
Would you, girl?
Would you still have love for me, girl?"
All right, now I'm just curious again. I haven't heard the song in a long time. We got to listen to the song right now. And it's going to be the last song for this segment. Wow. And, of course, it's 50 Cent featuring Nate Dogg with 21 Questions.
Yep.
That was 50 Cent featuring Nate Dogg with 21 Questions. And guess what, y'all? It is time to wrap up our show. We want to thank all you guys for tuning in. And, of course, thank you, Elmo.
You're welcome.
Great songs, of course. My favorite today was The Far Side with Passing Me By, because that's a track I used to listen to back in high school, grade school, just rolling down the street, driving my friends, not grade school, I didn't have a car in grade school, but I did play it in my headphones, in my Walkman back in the day, when my mom was driving the car. I couldn't play hip-hop music in the car.
So you actually bought the tape?
I bought the tape. Let's just say I didn't buy the tape. Let's say my friend had the song, and I kind of... You remember back in the day with the dual deck tape players, you would record one tape off a tape, and the quality was really cheap back then?
That's right.
Yeah.
Those were mixtapes.
Yes, mixtapes.
Personal mixtapes.
Oh, we actually have a cool tweet right now. Abby C wrote, "Oh, wow, this is a great song. I used to listen to this when I was in uni. Great song choice anyway. Elmo, you're getting fans right now. You're blowing up."
Really?
Now, if you start stealing my fans, I'm going to have to stop you and fire you, but just joking. But we do have the last song for our show, which is by an artist named MJ Cole with a song called Crazy Love. And we want to thank everybody for tuning in today. And on behalf of What's Poppin', I'm Brian Jew and
Elmo.
And we're signing off, y'all. Peace.